My classmates would make very many racist jokes. Like, I can't tell you how many times I had to just sit there and be like, yeah, it's cool, it's okay, I'm not offended. Oh my god. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alithy, and here on my channel I talk about lifestyle, I do vlogs, and also I give advice in my videos. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about growing up being the minority, aka growing up being a black person in a white community. If you end up liking this video, make sure to, as always, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe down below, and share the video so that more people can take a part of what I'm sharing in today's video. And without further ado, let's just get right on to the video. Whatever I'm going to be talking about in today's video is my experience and my experience only. I'm not speaking for the whole black community, but some of the things that I'm going to be mentioning, I'm sure many people can relate to it, but I'm not speaking for everyone because everyone has a different experience and a different point of view of what they go through. So just have that in mind. So I think it's best if we start with a backstory. I live in Sweden. If you didn't know, now you know. I live in Sweden and I've lived here for 8 years. I really was a loner as a young kid, so I wouldn't say that I didn't fit in, but like I didn't find my people. And so, you know, when you're a kid, you haven't really formed your own personality yet, so you basically act depending on the environment that you're in. And when I was going to school, I went to mostly all white schools, so there weren't that many black kids. And since I went to predominantly white schools, I obviously copied their character. When I realized that the white kids didn't want to be my friends, and they really like made me feel different and as an outcast, I tried to make friends with the black kids now instead. And the problem with this was that the black kids thought I was too white, or that I was whitewashed. And this is something that I've heard a lot. Like, many people say that I'm whitewashed, or that I act white, or this and the third. And like, I really think that stereotype needs to go away, because the environment that you're in and the people that you see and surround yourself with can also have a huge impact on the way you are as a person. There's the stereotype of how black people act and how white people act, and I think that stereotype shouldn't exist, because everyone is different and everyone has a different upbringing that affects the way they are. And I also think that if there were more black influencers and, you know, black creators who could be a representation of the black community in a good way, not in a violent way, or that they've done something wrong, that would also affect the way people see black people or perceive them as human beings. Don't always put everyone over the edge. Like, don't always judge a book by its cover. You should always give someone a chance to prove themselves and not just judge them based of your other experiences. I also remember that when I was in 3rd grade, I think, I had a crush on this guy. When I tried to come and like play with him or something, or like just be around him, this other white girl would also come and he'd kind of push me off and be like, hey, go away, and stuff like that. And that made me think, like, why doesn't he choose me over her? Because I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but I've never felt like insecure about my appearance, because it's not something that I think of very often. So I knew that the problem wasn't my appearance, it wasn't the way I looked. And so I would always think to myself, like, not only with that incident, there's been more occasions where people have chosen someone else, obviously with a lighter skin tone, over me, when I know that I have the same qualities as the other person. And I would always think to myself, like, why do people always choose the other person over me? Like, why am I always people's second choice, second option? And it struck me that, oh, right, I'm black. Didn't think of that one before. Oh my god! Wow! Because like, when I was younger, I didn't think of my color at all. Literally, I hadn't thought of my skin color ever since I moved here to Sweden. Like, that wasn't on my mind, because back in my home country, everyone is black. Do you ever see a white person walking past the street? No, everyone there is black, so my color wasn't my priority. And so when I moved here and it became apparent to me that, oh, I don't look like them, I was like, damn, so this is what we've been doing all this time? Like, my parents did tell me about some problems that I would face because of my skin tone in the world, but it wasn't something that I was thinking of a lot, because as a 10 to 13-year-old, I don't really think that should be your priority. Your skin color, your weight, your just appearance shouldn't be something that you think of at all. And so when it became more apparent to me that, oh, I am not like the rest in skin tone, it was like a shocker to me. It was like an eye-opener. And so maybe that's why they treat me differently and they make me feel like a freaking black sheep, even though that leads me to another thing. Now that I made that joke, I remember so clearly, like when I was like in 4th to 6th grade, my classmates would make very many racist jokes. Like I can't tell you how many times I had to just sit there and be like, yeah, it's cool, it's okay, I'm not offended. Oh my god. Because in my head I was like, oh, maybe they'll think I'm cool if I don't take offense to what they're saying, or maybe they'll stop eventually, because it wasn't funny, obviously. But it just kept getting worse and worse the older we became, and you know, the maturity and all that stuff. So to a point where if someone would come up to me and be like, oh, can I tell you a racist joke? Because it was literally like that. Like people would come up to me and be like, hey Alithy, I came up with a racist joke, can I tell you? Would you be offended? And I'd be like, no, actually, you know what, I would be offended, don't say that. And I remember one person came up to me and they said like, can I say a racist joke? And I was like, no, thank you, I skipped that. And then they repeated themselves like, can I tell you a racist joke? Can I tell you? And I was like, no, thank you. Like, leave me alone. And when I made it clear that, no, I don't want to hear that anymore, it stopped. But like, why would you force that upon someone if they've clearly said they don't want to hear what you have to say? Like, just close your mouth. It's not that hard. Even though my skin tone was something that I eventually came to know was a problem for many people, it wasn't something I was ashamed of in any way, shape, or form. I've never in my life, like when I hear people's stories about how they used to hate their skin tone and they wished it were lighter and all that stuff, I'm like, what is that? What? Like,
is this who we are? Is this what we represent?
Because I'm like, why would God create me to something that I'm not supposed to be? And I really think religion plays a huge role in that. Like, I always had faith in God, and I knew that God made me the way I am because I'm supposed to be this way. I'm not supposed to look any other way. I'm not supposed to feel any other way. I am just who I'm supposed to be. Like, obviously, if someone bullies you for that and you know that you can't control it, I can understand how that can affect you. Don't hate your skin tone. Like, as I said, God made you just the way you are because you're supposed to be who you are. And if you don't believe in God and you believe in the universe, then the universe made you just the way you are because you're supposed to be the person you are, okay? And if you don't believe in anything, you were created just the way you are because you're supposed to be just the way you are, okay? Okay. Let's talk about hair real quick, because I know I sure got a story about my hair and how I got to the point where I wanted to go natural. Since I was little, my mom has always been the one who braided my hair. She took care of my hair. She did everything with my hair. And my mom, I don't think she was really like, I don't think she did it out of bad intentions. My mom relaxed my hair a lot when I was younger, and I didn't really know why she did it, but it was always like a fun experience to me because, oh, my mom is like doing my hair. Later, when I got older, I think it was when I was like 14, I don't know how many times I've shaved my head actually on my own, like willingly, because she'd also shave my head like out of nowhere. She'd just be like, oh, Alithy, we're gonna shave your hair now and you're just gonna have to deal with it. And I'd be like, don't do that, please. And then she'd eventually do it and I'd be cool with it. So in that way, she built my confidence not to be dependent on my hair. And yeah, she also relaxed my hair, which I didn't understand why. Look at what the sun is doing to me right now. Sun, go back down.
Go back down, son.
Since my mom was the one doing my hair, I obviously didn't know anything about my hair. But when I started doing my research on my own, I knew the impact of relaxing your hair and why you shouldn't relax your hair. And so I just said to my mom that, Mom, zit, okay, I don't want it anymore, because, you know, when you relax your hair, the relaxed part is on top and then your natural coil pattern is like down. So when I'd comb my hair, it would hurt so bad. My dad came with plantain. My day is fulfilled. So I decided to shave my head and then I relaxed it again because at the moment I didn't really know how to take care of my 4C, very coily, very curly hair. First I shaved it on my own, then I relaxed it again, and then now last June or July I shaved my hair, everything. Like before I had shaved it so I had like a mini fro, but now this time I said everything is going off. Yeah, that's my hair growth journey basically. I didn't really feel insecure about my hair either, but it was something I was aware of because I did not know how to take care of my hair. So the times when my mom didn't braid my hair and I had my hair out, it would just be dry and unmoisturized. I feel very bad for my hair back then, but it's good that I shaved it. I got a new set of hair, new opportunity to take care of it, you know? Yeah. She's natural now. So you guys, to conclude this video, I just want to say that if you're a black girl who is insecure about your skin or your black features and anything on yourself, just remember God made you just the way you're supposed to be, and also there's nothing to be ashamed of. You're literally human. You can't really change your appearance except if you do surgery. Train on building up your confidence in different ways, like going to the gym, maybe meditating, talking to a therapist or something. Don't change your appearance on the outside, change it on the inside. And also a tip is that you should look at people that look more like you. Like if you're a plus size girl, look at plus size girls who are thriving, and if you're a smaller girl, then look at smaller girls. Just look at people who are a representation of you, and that will definitely help you along the way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, make sure to subscribe and share my videos and give it a huge thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.